Now, I don't normally do product reviews on this channel, but this is too good an opportunity to pass by because BenQ have just released their first display in their Creative Pro range with a built-in calibration device. But before we get into that, here's 37 seconds explaining why we'd love to have you join us in the photography community. Now, if you love photography, love taking photographs and meeting like-minded people, but are fed up of all the social media, then why not join us in the free photography community on School? It's a safe space for like-minded people with an active forum of thousands of members from all over the world. There's also a classroom, a members map, and a member events page with meetups, photo walks, exhibitions, and more. There's no algorithms, no ads, none of that social media rubbish, but it's exactly how social media should be. On screen there's a link and a QR code, or you can simply click the link in the description of this video, and we'll see you there. So this is the new BenQ Creative Pro PD2770U display, and amongst other things, it has a 27-inch anti-glare low reflection screen, a magnetic shading hood, which is a very welcome addition and very easy and quick to attach, built-in ambient light detection, the first Creative Pro display in the PD range to have the Adobe RGB color space, and it has the built-in calibrator. And that's what I want to concentrate on in this video. So the built-in calibrator is neatly tucked away in this area here at the top of the screen, and you can use this in a number of different ways. The display has a built-in auto calibration, and we can use this to calibrate the display to keep the color accurate to the color standard such as Adobe RGB, sRGB, Rec 709, and so on. We can also use the built-in display software to schedule when it should do this calibration automatically, be it daily, weekly, or whatever. And because this display also has an Ethernet port, you could connect it into a network, which is great for a studio environment with a number of displays. But let me just show you how this auto calibration looks. I'll use the hotkey puck to bring up the menu and scroll down to the auto calibration section. You can see here the color mode I want the display calibrated to, which is Adobe RGB. I've got the light sensor off, and that's my choice. And what I recommend if you're editing photographs on a display, you don't want the brightness of the display moving up and down. You should really be controlling the light in your room by using things like shutters and curtains and things like that. You don't really want the display brightness to be moving up and down. I won't set a schedule, and instead I'll just execute a calibration. The inbuilt calibration device comes out and it gets to work. Now, ordinarily when calibrating a display, you'd be prompted to position your calibration device in the middle of the screen. But because the BenQ displays have uniformity, meaning the same brightness and the same color across the entire surface, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so after a little while, the calibration is done and the calibration device disappears back into its hiding place. So that's the auto calibration done, but if like me you want to have more control over the settings of your display because you edit and print images, you can use the built-in calibration device with the Palette Master Ultimate software from BenQ. So here's the Palette Master Ultimate software, and I'll choose the display, which is the PD2770U. Then for the calibrator, I'll choose Built-in Calibrator. Then click Start and do a color calibration. Now, I've done quite a few videos on screen calibration, so I'll quickly go through this. I'll dial in the settings that I would like my screen set to for editing and printing images. I'll go to Edit Target and give this calibration a name. The luminance I'll set to 60 candela. The white point will stick with D65. The gamut, Adobe RGB. The gamma, 2.2. And then the black point, I go with 0.5. I'll click Done. And I'll choose the preset location for this calibration so I can quickly jump to it when I want. I'll choose Calibration 2 and then Next. The ICC version is 4, and then Next, and then Start. And when I do, the built-in calibration device appears and the calibration process begins. Okay, so I'll speed this up so we can jump to the end and see the result that we get. So the calibration has finished, the validation process has been done too, and we can see here the results coming back with a pass, and the results of the luminance being 61 candela, the white point of 6,510, the black point of 0.43, the average delta E of just 0.68, which is amazing, and the maximum delta E of 1.21. So yeah, very happy with this. Now, this is the first time I've done this, so let's now compare the results to the built-in calibrator and my Calibrite Display Pro HL. Now that's all plugged in, and I'll run a calibration using the exact same settings as I did before. And I'll speed this up so we can see what results we get. And here we have it. The calibration has passed, and we have a luminance of 61 candela, a white point of 6,492, black point of 0.45, the average delta E of 0.77, and the maximum delta E of just 1.43. Both calibrations give fantastic results, and they're not far off identical. So yeah, for the convenience, I'll be using the built-in calibration device from now on. Now let's take a look at pricing and also compare it to an equivalent model from a competitor, which in this case would likely be ISO. So the BenQ Creative Pro 2770U at the time of recording this video costs £1,499 including VAT. And with the 10% discount I'm able to help with, it would come to £1,350. Now, the equivalent display from ISO with comparable spec is the ColorEdge CG2700X-BK, costing £2,400 including VAT. So even without the discount I can help with, it's a significant saving with the BenQ. So there you go, the new BenQ Creative Pro 2770U with built-in calibrator. Now, I'll be doing a much more in-depth video soon to highlight some of the other features, but like I said, I just couldn't wait to show you the built-in calibrator because it's something I've wanted for so long. But anyway, that's all for this video, so check out the photography community using the QR code or the link in the description, and I'll catch you in the next video.